On July 9, 2025, at approximately 1:25 p.m. local time, a Jaguar fighter jet crashed near Churu city in Rajasthan, Western India, during a routine training mission, killing both pilots on board. This marks the third Jaguar crash by the Indian Air Force in 2025. Many people in the comment section have mentioned this incident. I've been quite busy recently and haven't had time to discuss it. Honestly, I was shocked when I saw the news. Although Bharat Empire is known as the world's top country for aircraft crashes, with thousands of planes lost since independence, it's not surprising that a few crash every now and then. What intrigues me is that, as the world's third-ranked military power and a self-proclaimed developed nation by 2047, Bharat Empire still operates Jaguar jets. These aircraft were developed in the 1960s and entered Indian Air Force service in 1979. Logically, they should be museum pieces by now. Astonishingly, Bharat Empire not only keeps these relics in service, but is upgrading them for use until 2034, with a fleet of around 120 jets. No wonder Indian netizens believe their air force is the world's third strongest. With such a large number of antique jets, other countries' pilots hesitate to shoot them down, as these are practically historical artifacts. Speaking of the Indian Air Force's tradition of crashes, I predict that by the end of the year, India will undoubtedly claim the title of the world's leader in aircraft crashes. Meanwhile, India's space program has already failed twice this year, also positioning it to lead globally. Combined with a 6-0 defeat in the India-Pakistan air conflict, Bharat Empire has secured the top spot on the global clown rankings, unrivaled by any other nation. Therefore, I propose that the Chinese government provide large-scale assistance to Bharat Empire by completely banning exports of rare earths, industrial equipment, high-tech components, raw materials, and skilled workers to India. This would help Bharat Empire clinch the top spot in global industrial collapse. Then, Modi could justify a month-long national celebration at New Year's. After all, which leader's country could endure so much humiliation in such a short time? Recalling the recent Air India flight that had to return due to all toilets clogging, creating the most horrific in-flight toilet crisis in human history, it already stunned other nations. Then came the Boeing 787 crash, caused by a pilot mistakenly switching off the fuel control switch. This is simply unthinkable. According to James, a Taiwanese pilot who once flew for Indian Airlines, India's aircraft have an extremely high failure rate. Airlines often remove functional parts from idle planes to replace those on active ones. These faulty parts then circulate within the fleet, and if not replaced, the consequences are disastrous. Boeing's investigation found that the crashed aircraft's engines were poorly maintained, with many electronic components damaged. However, as outsiders, we shouldn't get involved in the blame game between Bharat Empire and the US. After all, Boeing is practically becoming Indianized, on track to become the next Hindustan Aeronautics Limited, adding another widowmaker to the aviation industry. These tragedies are regrettable, but Bharat Empire never reflects on its backwardness and utterly disregards the lives of pilots and passengers. Investigations often end inconclusively, and tragedies repeat. Similarly, India's bridges and dams frequently collapse shortly after commissioning or repair, causing significant casualties. Yet, each investigation results in departments blaming each other, and the cycle continues. Indeed, Bharat Empire, with the world's largest population, seems indifferent to loss of life. I've always wondered why India, a self-proclaimed superpower, cannot defeat Pakistan and surrenders immediately when facing Chinese forces. Now it's clear, when a nation treats its people as disposable, they naturally lack the will to fight to the death. Thus, brave Indian soldiers exist only in Hollywood films. If I were an Indian Air Force pilot, seeing corrupt politicians buy Rafale jets at 3 times the price of an F-35 only to equip them with outdated radar and electronic warfare systems against Pakistan's fully networked air force. I would refuse to risk my life. At the first sign of danger, I'd eject and save myself. Even if I survived, I'd still face planes maintained by Hindustan Aeronautics Limited, labeled as flying coffins. Being assigned to fly the Tejas would be even more terrifying. Modi and military leaders can boast about joining the fighter jet manufacturing club, but I'd never risk my life testing those airborne graves. Someone in the comments reminded me that Bollywood's movie about the Galwan Valley clash is coming out and asked why I haven't discussed it. What's there to discuss? My collection has plenty of photos and videos of the Galwan Valley conflict, easily found online. The conduct of Bharat Empire's soldiers is visible to the entire world. Let them get excited and celebrate for a month. Jai Hind.
收到，收到。第二个是烧下，再是中餐收到没有？中餐。收到，收到。扶好，扶好，看使点劲。咱们做好准备啊！所有做好准备。做好了，做好了，准备做好。这第一个，这第一个。